Hello there, my name is Nick. A very warm welcome to you on this very sunny Sunday in the UK. It's the Sunday blog, which we talk about random stuff. But I want to start this one with a big thank you. Recently started a Patreon site. A few people have been pushing me to do that over the last few months or even years. And I finally gave in and did it. Basically, if you don't know what Patreon is, essentially it's a website where you can do a subscription or donation to a channel or an artist that you like. You can cancel it anytime, starting at $1 a month, $2 a month. And the idea is they get revenue in, and so they can concentrate on their projects rather than just gradually fizzling out. And that's the end of them completely. So I started that, and I'm really grateful and appreciative of the 11 people that have kindly donated to the channel, because from on a trial basis on May the 14th, if you haven't been following these, we're going to try and do this full-time for a month, so you see a big uplift on the channel to get a bit of an idea to see, can this thing go full-time, or is it just still a pipe dream? Now I'm really going to push it from May the 14th. You'll see a big uplift and a more variety of videos that go up. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you, because it is early days. That Patreon site hasn't got a great deal of content on it at the moment, but from the 14th onwards there'll probably be a blog every few days and stuff, and a bit more interaction. So thank you for your patience there. But I just want to say a huge thank you first of all who've got this thing up and running, because if it is a success in the end, these people, you people you might be listening to, are right at the start of it. So thank you very much. So thank you, I would like to say, to KINGSTON LJ. He's been commenting on the channel for a few years, quite often has got interesting things to say about his views on the channel. There's Rich, PHILLIP Hill, he does quite a lot of comments on there as well. Crun, thank you to him, a very generous chap. Erwin Bierhoff, I hope I pronounced that right, Erwin, also friends of on my personal Facebook, and he's a very funny and witty fellow. Squidworth, who was the first person to join Patreon, and it was his suggestions as well why I did it in the first place. Hannibal Solo, thank you sir, he's also a long time commenter on there, very clever person. Ashley Clifford, who I have a conversation with every now and again on Twitter, he's quite a happy chap as well. Always like seeing his Twitter feed, what he's doing. Ian O'Reilly, all of these people are fantastic people. James Lavin, and also as well Nikki Sumner, who has her own blog and also YouTube channel also. So thank you, you 11. Now I know it is early days, but we're off to a start. Hopefully more people will subscribe in there. It's a bit hard to do it blind if you don't know who I am, but obviously in the next month the more will be going up. And also as well at the end of the video, so people that watch the end of the video, I put an advert for Patreon as well. Don't put it on the beginning, because I think if someone's taken the time and liked the video and watched it to the end, they'll see that at the end, so it's more relevant to them, so they might want to become a patron there, get their name mentioned in the video. And who knows, later on we might do interviews with various patrons if we get to that point, and there might be competitions and that sort of thing. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's all about trying to make the channel survive, because over its, well, since the reboot coming up, well, 4.5 years, it's almost finished completely a number of times because it was too much to run and do a job at the same time, and now I have a job a lot further away. It's really awkward, and I really put up more videos than it's feasible, capable to do. So thank you. So this is like a last ditch attempt, 1 month trial to see how it goes. Okay, so that's that. But what I also want to talk about today is something that you might find a little bit more interesting, is next month, June, from Russia, is the Football World Cup 2018. Yeah! Come on, England, will we do it? I'm not overly confident. It's from Russia, and it's a bit of a political hotbed of bad stuff going on, but I'm sure everything will be fine. Yes, now it's opening up. I think I've got the dates written down here. I'm a bit of a football fan when it comes to the World Cup. Opening up Russia, the host, versus Saudi Arabia. I think that might be on the 14th or the 15th of June, so just over a month. But the game England are playing, the first, is on the 18th of June against Tunisia. We're in Group C. We've got Tunisia, which aren't a mighty footballing nation, but teams tend to play out of their skin against England, or England go rubbish. We've got Panama, always a tough place to qualify from, and seeded in the group Belgium. Yes, England aren't seeded at all due to previous, well, not playing very well. Now, one would think, it's always painful watching England and it never goes the way you want it to, but one would think England should qualify easily out of that group. We should beat Tunisia, we should beat Panama, and then probably Belgium, a draw will do. But if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would say we'd get off to a poor start and maybe draw against Tunisia, then maybe lose against Panama, do something ridiculous, and then it ends up a comfortable group to qualify from, and we have to beat Belgium in the last game, and then we get a goal possibly in the last minute or something, and it's a scrambling goal, and everyone goes, oh, what a relief. Is that going to happen? Well, we'll soon know in June there. Yes, the last time England won was 1966. I remember that song by the Lightning Seeds and Frank Skinner and David Baddiel, where's the words 30 years of hurt. Well, now it's 50 years. Doesn't time move on quickly? Now, it's going to seem a bit weird without the Netherlands, so Holland and Italy there. That's a bit strange. When was the last World Cup that those two didn't qualify? I know I've got a few viewers from Holland, so thank you for watching, and you're always a great bunch of folks, so maybe you can support England as well. Look, I've got a ghost in orange for you, so hopefully that helps. But when England didn't qualify for the World Cup quite a while back, I just adopted another team. I can't think who it was. It might have been Cameroon, one of the African sides, because Africa have never won the World Cup. Will this change this time round? Well, they've probably got more of a chance when it's in Qatar, where it's about 5,000 degrees or as hot as the sun. Yeah. Can England win the World Cup? My thoughts are no. We've got a lot of good individuals, but we haven't got a team. We need some sort of talisman to bring the team together. When Wales did good in the Euros, that was they had great camaraderie there. Gareth Bale, not to get confused with Christian Bale from Batman, got them all together, Aaron Ramsey, and there's a lot of camaraderie there, and that's what England are missing. They haven't got like a Paul Gascoigne or a Stuart Pearce, Terry Butcher, which will G up the troops, which we've had in the past. Games I'm most looking forward to in the opening few games is Portugal versus Spain. That's on the 15th. That's going to be a nice game. And also as well, it's going to be interesting on the 16th in the group stage, Argentina versus Iceland. Whoa! I probably put my hand through that screen then, which I shouldn't have done. Iceland, I think only about 2 million people live there or something, but they do shoot above their weight. They could cause an upset against Argentina and Lionel Messi and all those fellas. Now, I was thinking maybe, to make the channel a bit of fun, is maybe starting off, you know, get the newspapers of fantasy football. We could start a fantasy football league, the Njenkin Retro Gaming League, and take part in that. What do you think? Before we're friends, and I've always done a football fantasy team, I've always come more or less last. So pretty much echoes my gameplay in the games. But it could be fun, and we could do updates, videos like this, where I comment on who's winning, who's losing, and do like that. That could be quite fun, couldn't it? Would you enter a fantasy football league if I made one through one of the newspapers, because they're going to be advertised soon? And also as well, which is the best one to do? The Sun, Telegraph, or someone else? What's the best one? I think you get points for assist, points for a goal. So the World Cup, are you looking forward to that, or are you sort of like nonplussed and couldn't be bothered? Getting back to my first thing about the Patreon and the site continuing, there was a comment saying, Nick, I missed the blundering, or something to that effect. And the blundering, 2 seconds. Sound problems again. The blundering was a series which I did where it wasn't just one set video. I'd go through a full Formula 1 season, or I complete Tomb Raider, or I do typically it was driving games. I'd go through Colin McRae's rally trying to win the championship, and have qualifying sessions, and there'll be about 20 to 50 videos in that series, and they'll typically be once a week. Now, would they come back? Well, I can't do it on the time I've got at the moment. It's pointless me starting it on my month off, because I'll have to go back to work again, which is, well, let's face it, it's likely, although I don't want that to happen. I'll only get halfway through and then the time will be limited again. So, if Patreon picks up, if more views come into the channel and ad revenue comes into the channel for the increase in the videos, or after a month I can see potentially we can get to that point, then obviously I can do this full time longer, and the blundering will definitely return if that's the case. If that isn't the case, then unfortunately it probably won't return. But it'd be good, and then I'd like do a poll to say what game do you actually want. PlayStation 4 game, PlayStation 3, Commodore Amiga, anything like that. So excellent stuff. So a few things to think of. So thank you for all the patrons, so far 11 of them. If you want to become a patron and add to that list and help the channel long-term survive and put your comments in, then go to patreon.com/njenkin. On the launch day, on the 14th of May, it's only about next week or so, there are going to be 2 Spectrum games going up when before there's been none, and both those Spectrum games are going to be ones that people actually nominated in the comment section on the Patreon site. So I'm pushing that up, and that's actually going to happen. There might be another video later on and a launch video as well. So there'll be 4 videos going up in one day. I'd say potentially in case it doesn't happen. So 4 videos when normally there wouldn't be any. So there we go, the launch date. So if you're going to go to Patreon, that'll help me out a great deal. And it's World Cup time. Let me know what you think about World Cup. Who's going to win? What are your tips? And comment below as well. Tell me, do you want a fantasy football league? What's the best newspaper to do it in? And would you join up? So thanks for watching that again. As always, thanks again to the patrons. Until next time, take great care of yourself. Have a good week. And goodbye.
Goodbye.